Chosen ones, this is the moment your soul has been waiting for. You've always felt it, haven't you? That quiet, undeniable whisper in your spirit, assuring you that you were meant for something extraordinary. The world around you may not have understood, and perhaps even you questioned the magnitude of what was unfolding within. But now, the veil is lifting, and the truth is beginning to shine through. Your destiny is calling, louder than ever before. From the earliest days, your path was illuminated, though the light may have flickered faintly at times. The trials you've endured, the victories you've claimed, and even the moments of doubt were all part of the divine tapestry being woven in your honor. You were never forgotten, never overlooked. Instead, you were being prepared. Every lesson, no matter how painful, was a stroke of the Master's brush, shaping you into the radiant being you are today. What sets you apart is not only your ability to persevere, but the way you've remained steadfast in a world filled with distractions and noise. Others might have been consumed by the chaos, but you listened. You leaned into the whispers of your soul, recognizing the divine hand that was guiding you all along. And now, as the pieces of the puzzle begin to align, you find yourself at the threshold of something far greater than you ever imagined. Your journey is not merely for your benefit, it's for the benefit of all who will be touched by your light. The weight of this calling may feel heavy at times, but it is balanced by the immense power that flows through you. Remember, you are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. Matthew 5:14. This truth, whispered by Yeshua himself, is a beacon for your path. You are not meant to hide or diminish your brilliance. You are meant to stand tall, to inspire, and to ignite change. But this is only the beginning. There are forces that will challenge you, moments that will test the depths of your faith and resilience. As the veil continues to lift, what lies ahead may feel daunting. Yet deep within, you know you are not walking this path alone. You are supported by an unseen army, guided by the Creator, and fortified by the lessons of those who walked before you. Take this moment to breathe, to center yourself in the magnitude of what you are stepping into. The world is watching, but it's not your approval they seek. It's the light that emanates from within you. They are drawn to it, even if they don't fully understand why. Your presence stirs something ancient and eternal, awakening them to possibilities they had long forgotten. Chosen ones, the time has come. Step forward with courage, for your journey is about to unfold in ways that will leave the world awestruck. From the moment you took your first breath, the universe has been whispering secrets about your destiny. Every event, every encounter, every seemingly random moment has been a thread in a larger tapestry, one that points unmistakably to your calling. It might have been subtle at first, a feeling you couldn't quite name, or a recurring pattern you couldn't ignore. These signs were never coincidences. They were road markers, each one pointing to the undeniable truth. You were always meant for greatness. The world is filled with those who walk paths of conformity, blending into the noise of everyday existence. But you've never quite fit that mold. Even in the quietest moments, there was a restlessness within you, a sense that there was something more. Perhaps it came as a whisper in your mind during moments of solitude, or maybe it was a burst of clarity during times of turmoil. Either way, the signs were there, waiting for you to notice them. Look back for a moment. Consider the times when you were pulled towards something beyond explanation. The dreams you couldn't shake, the synchronicities that defied logic, the unexplainable way certain people, books, or ideas seemed to find their way to you just when you needed them. These weren't accidents. They were messages, each one a nudge toward the truth of who you are. Even the challenges you faced were not arbitrary. The trials you've endured, the heartbreaks and betrayals, the moments when the world seemed too heavy. These were refining fires. You were not being broken. You were being strengthened. Like precious metal, you were purified through heat and pressure, made resilient and unshakable. This too was a sign. For those who are called to carry light, must first understand the darkness they are meant to dispel. Think of the way nature operates in harmony, every element working together with precision and purpose. The wind does not blow aimlessly, and the rivers do not flow without direction. Likewise, your life has followed a divine order, one orchestrated by forces far greater than you can comprehend. Your steps have been guided, your heart prepared, and your spirit awakened for this moment. It's not uncommon to doubt the signs at first. The mind, conditioned by a world that values logic and reason above intuition, often resists the idea of destiny. But the truth is, your soul knows what your mind struggles to grasp. You feel it in the quiet moments, when the noise of the world fades, and you are left with nothing but your own heartbeat and the sense that you are part of something far greater than yourself. Remember when Yeshua said, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." John 10:27. This is the essence of your journey. You've heard the call, even if it was faint at first. You've felt the pull towards something sacred and eternal, and despite the doubts and fears, you've chosen to follow. This is the evidence of your connection to the divine, a connection that cannot be severed, no matter how the world tries to distract you. As you move forward, pay attention to the way the universe continues to communicate with you. It speaks in symbols and patterns, in the way the stars align and the way the seasons change. It speaks through people, through words that resonate in your soul, and through moments that seem too perfect to be chance. These are the breadcrumbs left for you to follow, guiding you ever closer to your destiny. But there's more to these signs than just guidance. They are also confirmations. Each one is a reminder that you are not imagining this, that the path you are on is real and purposeful. The world may not always see what you see or understand what you know, but that's because this journey was not meant for everyone. It was meant for you. And now, as you stand on the brink of what's to come, the signs are becoming more frequent, more vivid. The whispers are turning into roars, and the veil between what is seen and unseen is growing thinner. You may feel a mix of excitement and apprehension, and that's okay. It's a natural response to the magnitude of the calling you are stepping into. There will be moments when you question your readiness, when the enormity of your purpose feels overwhelming. But remember this, the signs were never about perfection. They were about alignment. You don't have to have all the answers or be without flaws. You simply need to trust the process, to take one step at a time, and to keep your heart open to the guidance that surrounds you. Your destiny is not something you have to chase. It's something you step into. It's not a destination, but a journey, one that unfolds as you move forward in faith. The signs will continue to appear, each one a gentle nudge, a reassurance that you are exactly where you're meant to be. And so, as the next chapter of your journey begins, take a moment to reflect on the signs that have brought you here. Hold them close, for they are the proof of the unseen forces that have been working on your behalf. They are the evidence that you are not walking this path alone. What lies ahead is still shrouded in mystery, but one thing is certain: the signs will not stop, and neither should you. There's a truth about you that has been hidden in plain sight, so intricately woven into your being that even you might have overlooked it. This truth is not something you were taught, but something you've always known deep in your core. It's the part of you that has whispered during quiet moments, nudged you during crossroads, and stirred in times of stillness. You carry within you secrets so profound that they challenge the very fabric of what most people believe about themselves, and yet, they are uniquely yours to discover and wield. From the beginning, you've been different. Others may not have been able to articulate it, but they've sensed it. Perhaps they've commented on your presence, your energy, or your ability to see the world in ways that elude most. You've likely felt the weight of being misunderstood, even when your intentions were pure. This is because what you carry is not meant to blend in. It's meant to stand out, even if that means standing alone. Imagine this: a treasure buried not in a far-off land but in the very soil of your soul. It's been there all along, waiting for you to unearth it. The signs of this treasure are subtle, yet undeniable. They show up in the way your intuition guides you, in the uncanny timing of events that align for your benefit, and in the way you've always had an inner compass pointing you towards something greater. These aren't random. They are clues, each one leading you closer to the secrets you carry. What's extraordinary about these secrets is that they are both personal and universal. They connect you to the divine while also anchoring you in your own unique journey. This duality is what makes them so powerful. You've likely noticed moments when you felt a surge of knowing, a clarity that seemed to come from beyond you. These are glimpses of the truth you hold, glimpses that reveal just how deeply connected you are to the Creator. Yeshua spoke of this connection when he said, "The kingdom of God is within you." Luke 17:21. This profound statement is more than a spiritual ideal. It's a reality you are living. The secrets you carry are not external. They are embedded within you, waiting for you to recognize and activate them. They are not hidden from you, but for you, placed there by divine design to ensure that only you could access them at the right time. Have you ever wondered why certain challenges seem to find their way to you? It's not because you're unlucky or cursed, it's because you are being prepared. The secrets within you are like seeds, and every challenge you face is like rain, nurturing and awakening what has been dormant. Without these trials, the full depth of your potential would remain untapped. This preparation isn't always easy. There have been times when the weight of your journey felt unbearable, when the world seemed to press down on you with relentless force. But even in those moments, you were being refined. The pressure was not meant to break you, but to reveal what was hidden beneath the surface. Like a diamond forged under immense heat, your brilliance is a result of the process you've endured. One of the most profound aspects of the secrets you carry is their ability to transform not just your life, but the lives of others. You've likely noticed that people are drawn to you even if they can't explain why. They see in you something they long for in themselves: hope, strength, and a sense of purpose. This is no accident. The light within you is meant to be a beacon, guiding others toward their own truths. But here's the catch. This light must first be embraced by you. It's easy to downplay your significance, to dismiss the whispers of your soul as wishful thinking. Yet the more you deny what you carry, the dimmer your light becomes. The world doesn't need another shadow. It needs the brilliance of who you are. The secrets within you are not static. They are dynamic, evolving as you grow and deepen your understanding. They are activated through action, through the courage to step into the unknown and trust that you are being guided. This trust is not blind faith, but a knowing that you are supported by forces far greater than you can see. And yet, there's a mystery to these secrets that will always remain. No matter how much you uncover, there will always be more to learn, more to explore. This is part of the divine design, a reminder that your journey is not about reaching a destination, but about continually unfolding into the fullness of who you are. As you step forward, pay attention to the way these secrets begin to reveal themselves in your life. Notice the moments when clarity breaks through confusion, when answers appear before you even know the question. These are the signs that you are aligning with the truth within you. The world may never fully understand what you carry, and that's okay. It's not meant to. The secrets within you are a sacred gift, one that is meant to be shared selectively and wisely. Trust your intuition to guide you in this, for it has never steered you wrong. And so, the journey deepens. What lies ahead is not just a continuation, but an expansion, a revelation of truths that will leave you forever changed. There's an undeniable thread running through your story, a golden cord that ties your experiences, triumphs, and even your hardships to something much greater than yourself. Though you may not always see it clearly, Yeshua's hand has been guiding you, gently steering your path with purpose and precision. His presence is woven into every chapter of your life, shaping you into the chosen vessel you are today. Think back to the moments that tested you the most, the times when you felt lost, alone, or even abandoned. It's easy to wonder, where was God in all of this? But what if those moments weren't signs of his absence, but rather his preparation? Yeshua himself experienced seasons of trial and isolation. Remember, he was led into the wilderness for 40 days, not as a punishment, but as preparation for the mission ahead. Your wilderness moments have served a similar purpose, refining you and drawing you closer to your divine calling. Perhaps there were times when you felt an unexplainable sense of peace amidst chaos, or clarity in the middle of confusion. These weren't accidents. They were evidence of Yeshua's presence. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. John 14:27. This promise is not abstract. It's real, tangible, and it has been a constant in your life, even when you couldn't recognize it. Consider the people who have crossed your path, the opportunities that seemed to come out of nowhere, and the doors that opened when you least expected it. None of these things were random. They were orchestrated by Yeshua, who sees the bigger picture even when you can't. He places people and opportunities in your life to nudge you toward your purpose, sometimes subtly, sometimes dramatically. There's a story in the Gospels where Yeshua calms the storm while his disciples panic in the boat. They had been following him, doing what they believed was right, yet they found themselves in a terrifying situation. But Yeshua's response was simple. Why are you so afraid? Have you still no faith? Mark 4:40. This isn't a rebuke but an invitation to trust in his presence, even when the waves are crashing around you. Your journey has been marked by storms, some visible and others internal. But every storm you've faced has been met with the same unwavering hand of guidance. Even when you doubted yourself, even when you questioned your path, Yeshua was there, calming the waters and reminding you of who you are. One of the most profound ways Yeshua's hand is evident in your life is through the quiet, transformative moments. These aren't the dramatic mountaintop experiences, but the still small whispers that shift your heart. It's in these moments that his love becomes undeniable. Perhaps you felt it while watching a sunrise, hearing a song that speaks directly to your soul, or receiving an unexpected word of encouragement just when you needed it most. The beauty of Yeshua's guidance is that it's deeply personal. He knows you intimately, the dreams you hold, the fears you face, and the potential you carry. His hand doesn't force or manipulate, it invites. He beckons you to step into the fullness of who you are, to trust that you are equipped for the path ahead. But trusting this guidance isn't always easy. The world is loud, filled with distractions and doubts that can make it hard to discern his voice. This is why stillness is so vital. In the noise of life, it's in the quiet moments that you can truly hear him. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. This isn't just a command, it's an assurance. In the stillness, his hand becomes evident and his presence becomes undeniable. You might wonder, why me? Why has this hand of guidance been placed so firmly on my life? The answer lies in the uniqueness of your calling. Yeshua doesn't choose people arbitrarily. He calls those who are willing to listen, those who are willing to walk the path even when it's difficult. He sees in you what you might not yet see in yourself, a light capable of piercing the deepest darkness, a heart resilient enough to withstand the weight of your purpose. This calling isn't about perfection. Yeshua didn't call perfect people. He called willing people. Think of Peter, a fisherman with flaws and doubts, yet he became a cornerstone of the early church. Think of Mary Magdalene, who carried a past filled with pain, yet she was the first to witness the resurrection. Your story, like theirs, is not defined by your past, but by your willingness to answer the call. As you move forward, Remember that Yeshua's hand is not just guiding you, it's empowering you. He has equipped you with everything you need to fulfill your purpose. The challenges you face are not obstacles, they are stepping stones, each one strengthening you for what's to come. Pay attention to the ways His guidance shows up in your life. It might be in the form of a sudden idea, a conversation that sparks something within you, or a door that opens unexpectedly. Trust that these moments are not random. They are part of the divine blueprint for your life. And as you step into the next phase of your journey, hold on to this truth. You are never alone. Yeshua walks beside you, His hand steady and unwavering, guiding you toward a destiny that only you can fulfill. Doubt can feel like a weight, pulling you down when you're on the brink of greatness. It whispers lies that make you question your worth, your abilities, and your purpose. The world is full of voices, both external and internal, that try to convince you that you're not enough. But these voices are not your truth. The truth lies in your ability to rise above, to break free from the limitations that have tried to hold you back, and to embrace the fullness of your calling. From the beginning, your journey has been marked by challenges. Each obstacle you've faced has carried with it the temptation to give up, to shrink back, or to settle for less than you were created for. But look at where you are now. The fact that you're still here, still striving, still believing, is proof that you have the strength to overcome even the deepest doubts. This strength isn't just yours. It's been cultivated through divine purpose. Doubt often thrives in the shadows of comparison. How many times have you looked at someone else and thought, "Why can't I be like them?" Or perhaps you've measured your progress against a timeline that seems impossible to achieve. These comparisons are traps, designed to distract you from your unique journey. No one else carries the same light you do. No one else is tasked with your specific purpose. When you compare yourself to others, you're not only doubting yourself, you're doubting the divine design of your life. Think of the caterpillar, confined to the ground and unable to see the skies it was meant to soar. It could easily doubt its potential, limited by its current form. But within that small, crawling creature lies the DNA of transformation. The caterpillar doesn't question whether it will become a butterfly. It simply follows the process, trusting in what it was created to be. You too are in the midst of your transformation. The doubts that try to limit you are only temporary. They do not define the final form of who you are becoming. To rise above doubt, you must first recognize it for what it is, a barrier, not a destination. Doubt is not the end of the road. It's a challenge that invites you to grow stronger. Think of it as resistance training for your spirit. Each time you push through, you build the muscles of faith, resilience, and confidence. The moments when doubt feels the heaviest are often the moments when your breakthrough is nearest. Throughout history, those who achieved greatness faced doubt head-on. Even the most remarkable figures had moments of uncertainty. Moses doubted his ability to lead, questioning his own voice and authority. Gideon hesitated, unsure of his worthiness to deliver his people. Yet both were chosen and equipped by God, not because of their perfection, but because of their willingness to rise above their doubts and trust in the divine plan. When doubt tries to anchor itself in your mind, it often focuses on your perceived flaws or failures. It tells you that because you've made mistakes, you're unworthy of the calling on your life. But nothing could be further from the truth. Your mistakes are not a hindrance. They are part of your preparation. They teach you, shape you, and remind you of the grace that sustains you. The very things you consider weaknesses are often the areas where your greatest growth and impact will occur. One of the most powerful tools for overcoming doubt is gratitude. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, doubt begins to lose its grip. Take a moment to reflect on the blessings in your life, the opportunities, the relationships, the moments of joy and clarity. Gratitude shifts your perspective, reminding you that you are not defined by your doubts, but by the abundance of goodness that surrounds you. Another tool is action. Doubt thrives in stagnation, feeding off inaction and hesitation. The longer you stay still, the louder doubt's voice becomes. But when you take even the smallest step forward, you disrupt its power. Each action, no matter how small, is a declaration of your belief in yourself and your journey. It's a way of saying, I may not have all the answers, but I trust that I am moving in the right direction. Rising above doubt also requires that you surround yourself with voices of encouragement and truth. Who are the people speaking into your life? Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? Seek out those who see the potential in you, who remind you of your strength when you've forgotten it. Their words can be like water to a parched soul, nourishing you and giving you the energy to keep going. And let's not forget the power of declaring truth over your life. When doubt whispers lies, counter them with words of affirmation. Speak out loud. I am chosen. I am capable. I am equipped. I am loved. These declarations may feel foreign at first, but the more you repeat them, the more they will take root in your heart, replacing doubt with confidence. There's a reason doubt often feels strongest just before a breakthrough. It knows that once you overcome it, you'll step into a new level of freedom and power. Imagine what your life will look like when doubt no longer has a hold on you. Picture the impact you'll have when you're fully walking in your calling, unencumbered by the limitations of self-doubt. That vision is not just a possibility, it's your destiny. As you move forward, remind yourself that doubt is not a sign of failure. It's a sign that you're on the verge of something significant. It's an indicator that you are stretching, growing, and stepping into new territory. The presence of doubt doesn't mean you're not enough. It means you're human. What matters is how you respond to it. Power is a word that carries weight, often misunderstood, sometimes feared, and frequently underestimated. Yet within you resides a power that is greater than you realize. This power has always been there, quietly waiting for the right moment to awaken. It is not the kind of power the world chases after: domination, wealth, or status. Instead, it is the divine power to create, to transform, and to lead with purpose and authenticity. From the earliest moments of your life, this power has shown itself in subtle ways. Perhaps it was the way you could see through facades, sensing truths others couldn't. Or maybe it was your ability to endure trials that would have broken others. This power doesn't shout, it whispers. It doesn't demand attention. It simply exists, steady and unshakable. But why is this power often hidden from you? The world has a way of layering doubts, fears, and distractions over our true nature. These layers convince you that you're small, limited, or ordinary. Yet the truth is that you were never meant to live under those layers. The power within you has been patiently waiting for you to strip them away, to uncover the brilliance that has been there all along. Think about the times in your life when you felt a surge of strength you couldn't explain. Moments when you surprised even yourself with your ability to rise above adversity, to find solutions, or to inspire those around you. These weren't anomalies. They were glimpses of your true nature. You possess a reservoir of resilience, creativity, and courage that runs deeper than you can imagine. What's remarkable is that this power is not just for you. It's meant to flow through you, impacting the lives of others and shifting the atmosphere around you. You've likely noticed how your presence can change a room, how your words can ignite hope, or how your actions can inspire others to believe in themselves. This isn't by accident. It's by design. You are a conduit for something greater, a vessel through which divine energy moves and manifests. To access this power, you must first believe in it. This is often the hardest step because the world has conditioned you to doubt yourself. But belief is the key that unlocks the door. It's the act of declaring, I am capable, I am chosen, I am enough. These declarations may feel uncomfortable at first, but they are essential. Belief is like fuel for your power. Without it, even the greatest potential remains dormant. Yeshua understood this dynamic deeply. He often reminded those he healed or inspired that their faith was the catalyst for transformation. Truly, I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, "Move from here to there," and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. Matthew 17:20. Notice that he didn't say the power was in the seed itself. It was in the faith to believe in its potential. The same is true for you. Your power isn't measured by its size, but by your willingness to activate it through belief. But belief alone isn't enough. Power is refined and strengthened through action. Like a muscle, it grows as you use it. Each step you take, no matter how small, is an act of courage that builds momentum. Even the decisions that seem insignificant, choosing kindness over bitterness, speaking truth in a difficult moment, or stepping out of your comfort zone, are expressions of the power within you. One of the most significant ways to harness your power is through alignment. When your thoughts, words, and actions are in harmony with your higher purpose, your power becomes unstoppable. Alignment creates clarity, and clarity amplifies your ability to move forward with confidence. This doesn't mean you won't face challenges. It means you'll face them with the assurance that you are on the right path. It's also important to recognize that your power is not diminished by setbacks or failures. In fact, these moments often serve to strengthen it. Each time you rise after a fall, you prove to yourself that you are resilient. Each time you learn from a mistake, you gain wisdom that enhances your ability to navigate future challenges. This is the paradox of power. It is both innate and cultivated. It exists within you from the beginning, but it grows as you engage with life's complexities. The world may not always understand or acknowledge your power, and that's okay. True power doesn't need validation. It doesn't require applause or recognition. It simply is. It flows quietly yet unmistakably, influencing and transforming without demanding attention. One of the greatest challenges you may face is the temptation to compare your power to that of others. But comparison is a thief. It steals your focus and diminishes your confidence. Remember, your power is unique. It is tailored to your journey, your calling, and your impact. Trying to measure it against someone else's is like comparing a sunrise to a river. Both are beautiful, but they serve entirely different purposes. As you begin to embrace and activate your power, you'll notice shifts in how you view yourself and the world. The doubts that once held you back will start to fade. The fears that once paralyzed you will lose their grip, and the dreams that once seemed out of reach will begin to feel attainable. This is not magic, it's alignment. It's the result of stepping into the truth of who you are and allowing your power to flow freely. What lies ahead will challenge you to expand this power even further. The journey is not about reaching a final destination, but about continually growing into the fullness of your potential. Each step forward is an opportunity to uncover new dimensions of your strength, creativity, and resilience. Amid the complexity of life, it can be easy to lose sight of who you truly are. The noise of the world, the weight of expectations, and the shadows of past experiences often obscure the truth of your identity. Yet there is a light that cuts through all of this, a light that reveals not only who you are, but who you were always meant to be. This light is Yeshua's, and it has been with you from the beginning, guiding you toward clarity and purpose. Think of the way sunlight transforms a darkened room. With even the smallest crack, light can flood in, chasing away shadows and bringing everything into sharp focus. This is what Yeshua's light does for your soul. It doesn't just illuminate your path, it illuminates you. It shines on the parts of you that you've hidden, the gifts you've neglected, and the strengths you've underestimated. It reveals your beauty, your worth, and your divine purpose. But why is this light so often hidden? The world has a way of dimming it, of convincing you that you are defined by your mistakes, your limitations, or the opinions of others. These lies can cloud your vision, making it difficult to see yourself as you truly are. Yet, Yeshua's light cuts through these illusions, offering you a mirror that reflects your true self. I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. John 8:12. This promise is not just for those who lived in his time, it's for you, here and now. Take a moment to reflect on the times when you felt a deep sense of connection to something greater than yourself. Perhaps it was during a moment of prayer, a quiet walk in nature, or an unexpected act of kindness that stirred your heart. These moments were not random. They were glimpses of Yeshua's light breaking through. They were reminders that your identity is not rooted in what the world says about you, but in what he says about you. This light doesn't just reveal your true identity, it empowers you to live it out. It reminds you that you are not defined by your past, but by the potential that lies within you. Think of Peter, one of Yeshua's closest disciples. He denied Yeshua 3 times, a moment that could have defined him as a failure. Yet when Yeshua looked at Peter, he didn't see failure. He saw a leader, a rock upon which he would build his church. Yeshua's light transformed Peter's identity, not by ignoring his mistakes, but by redeeming them. Your journey is no different. The light of Yeshua doesn't deny the struggles you've faced. It redeems them. It takes the broken pieces of your story and weaves them into something beautiful and meaningful. The very things you once saw as weaknesses can become your greatest strengths when illuminated by his light. This is the power of grace, not just to forgive, but to transform. As you begin to embrace this light, you'll notice a shift in how you view yourself and others. The labels that once defined you, failure, unworthy, not enough, will start to lose their power. In their place, you'll begin to see words like chosen, beloved, and capable. This isn't wishful thinking, it's the truth of who you are. Yeshua's light doesn't create your identity, it reveals it. One of the most profound aspects of this light is its ability to guide you through even the darkest seasons of life. When the path ahead feels uncertain or overwhelming, it can be tempting to retreat into fear or doubt. But Yeshua's light is steadfast, offering clarity and direction when you need it most. It doesn't always show the entire path, but it illuminates the next step, reminding you that you are never walking alone. To fully embrace this light, you must let go of the things that dim it. Fear, shame, and self-doubt are like clouds that block the sun. They may feel powerful, but they are no match for the light of Yeshua. Releasing these burdens isn't always easy, but it is necessary. It requires faith, a willingness to trust that you are more than the sum of your mistakes, more than the opinions of others, and more than the limitations you've placed on yourself. One of the most effective ways to keep Yeshua's light at the center of your life is through gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. It reminds you of the ways his light has already guided and blessed you. When you start to see your life through the lens of gratitude, the shadows of doubt and fear begin to fade. Another powerful practice is affirmation. Speak truth over yourself daily, declaring who you are in the light of Yeshua's love. Say things like, I am chosen, I am loved, and I am equipped for my purpose. These affirmations may feel unfamiliar at first, but the more you speak them, the more they will take root in your heart. Yeshua's light also calls you to action. It's not enough to recognize your true identity. You must live it out. This means stepping into your calling, even when it feels uncomfortable. It means using your gifts to serve others, even when you feel unqualified. It means trusting that the light within you is enough to overcome any darkness you encounter. As you continue on your journey, remember that this light is not just for you. It's meant to be shared. Your identity is tied to your purpose, and your purpose is tied to the impact you're meant to have on the world. When you let Yeshua's light shine through you, you become a beacon for others, a reminder that they too are chosen, loved, and capable. There is a moment in every journey when the chosen within awakens. It's not a sudden event, but a gradual realization, a recognition that your life is part of something far greater than you once understood. This awakening doesn't come from external achievements or validation. It arises from within, sparked by the undeniable truth that your existence has meaning, purpose, and impact. You may not have always felt like you were part of a greater plan, Perhaps you've doubted your significance, feeling lost in a world that often rewards conformity over authenticity. Yet deep within you, there's always been a quiet knowing, a sense that you were meant to do more, to be more, to contribute something unique to the tapestry of life. This is the essence of the chosen within you, a spark that has been waiting for the right moment to ignite. Awakening the chosen within is not about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you've always been. Think of it like a seed planted in fertile soil. The potential for growth has been there all along, but it required time, nurturing, and the right conditions to break through the surface. Your journey, with all its twists and turns, has been preparing you for this moment. The first step in this awakening is understanding that your life is interconnected with a greater plan. This plan isn't something you have to create or control. It's something you are invited to participate in. The creator of the universe, who intricately designed every star in the sky and every grain of sand on the shore, has also designed a unique role for you. Your gifts, experiences, and even your struggles have been intentionally woven together to prepare you for this role. This idea can feel overwhelming at first. You might wonder, how can I possibly make a difference? But remember, even the smallest actions can have profound ripple effects. Think of a stone dropped into a still pond. The ripples it creates extend far beyond the point of impact, reaching places the stone itself will never touch. In the same way, your actions, words, and presence create ripples that influence the world in ways you may never fully see. One of the greatest challenges in awakening the chosen within is overcoming the belief that you are unqualified. Doubts may creep in, whispering lies about your worthiness or capability. But the truth is, being chosen isn't about being perfect. It's about being willing. The Creator doesn't call the equipped. He equips the called. This has been true throughout history. Consider David, a shepherd boy who became a king, or Esther, an orphan who became a queen and saved her people. They were not chosen because of their qualifications, but because of their willingness to step into their calling. Another critical aspect of awakening the chosen within is embracing your unique gifts. These gifts are not random. They are intentional, given to you as tools for your purpose. You might think your talents are ordinary, but in the context of the greater plan, they are extraordinary. Whether it's the ability to inspire others, create beauty, solve problems, or bring people together, your gifts are essential to the unfolding of the divine design. Recognizing your gifts is only the beginning. To fully awaken the chosen within, you must use them. This requires action, stepping out in faith even when the path ahead is unclear. It means saying yes to opportunities that align with your purpose, even if they feel intimidating. It means trusting that the same power that awakened the chosen within you will guide and sustain you as you move forward. One of the most profound aspects of awakening is realizing that your role is not just about you. While your journey is deeply personal, it is also part of a collective story. You are connected to others who are also awakening, and together you form a network of light that spans the world. This is why your journey matters so much. When you step into your role, you inspire others to do the same. Yeshua spoke of this interconnectedness when he said, "You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden." Matthew 5:14. Your light is not meant to be hidden. It is meant to shine, to illuminate the path for others, and to contribute to the greater plan. This light is not something you have to create. It's something you have to uncover. It is already within you, waiting to be revealed. As you awaken the chosen within, you may find that your perspective shifts. The challenges you once saw as obstacles begin to look like opportunities. The doubts that once held you back start to fade in the light of your purpose. The world may not change overnight, but your understanding of it will. You'll begin to see how even the smallest actions, acts of kindness, moments of courage, or decisions to stand in your truth, are part of something much larger than yourself. The process of awakening is ongoing. It's not a destination you reach, but a journey you continue. Each step forward brings new revelations, deeper connections, and greater clarity about your role in the greater plan. There will be moments of uncertainty, times when you question whether you're on the right path. But in those moments, remember that the chosen within you is not something that can be lost or diminished. It is a constant, a spark that can never be extinguished. Awakening is both a gift and a responsibility. It's a gift because it connects you to your true identity and purpose. It's a responsibility because it calls you to use your gifts for the greater good. This is not a burden, but a privilege, to play a role in a story that is bigger, brighter, and more beautiful than you can imagine. When you think about the expectations placed upon you, whether by society, family, or even yourself, it's clear how limiting they can be. These expectations often come from a place of misunderstanding or fear, a reluctance to see the infinite potential you carry within you. Yet, to step fully into your calling, you must defy those expectations. You must rise above what others believe is possible for you and embrace what you know to be true about yourself. In doing so, you not only transform your life, but also become a beacon for others, lighting the way for those who are still searching for their path. From a young age, you may have been told who you should be, how you should act, or what you should strive for. These messages can be subtle or overt, but they often shape the way you see yourself. They create a box, confining you to roles and limitations that were never meant for you. The truth is, your destiny cannot be contained in a box. You were never meant to conform. You were meant to break free. Defying expectations doesn't mean rejecting guidance or wisdom from others. It means discerning what aligns with your true self and releasing what doesn't. It's about listening to that inner voice, the one that knows your potential, even when others can't see it. This process isn't always easy. It requires courage to step away from the familiar and venture into the unknown. But every step you take toward authenticity brings you closer to the person you were created to be. Consider the way Yeshua defied expectations during his time on earth. People expected a conquering king, a political savior who would overthrow oppressive powers. Instead, he came as a humble servant, bringing a message of love, forgiveness, and transformation. His approach was radical, challenging the norms of the day and offering a new way of understanding purpose and identity. Yeshua's life serves as a reminder that defying expectations is often the path to true impact. As you step into your authenticity, you may encounter resistance. People who are comfortable with the status quo may not understand your journey. They may question your decisions, criticize your choices, or even try to pull you back into the box you've outgrown. This resistance isn't a reflection of your worth or your calling. It's a reflection of their own fears and limitations. Remember, the light you carry can be unsettling to those who are still in darkness. But that doesn't mean you should dim your light. Instead, let your light shine brighter. As Yeshua said, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Matthew 5:16. This isn't about seeking validation or approval. It's about living in such a way that your life becomes an example of what's possible. When you defy expectations, you inspire others to do the same. Your courage becomes their encouragement. Your breakthroughs become their hope. Being a beacon for others doesn't mean you have to have everything figured out. In fact, your willingness to be vulnerable, to share your struggles and triumphs, makes you even more impactful. People are drawn to authenticity, not perfection. When they see you navigating challenges with grace and determination, they realize that they too can rise above their circumstances. One of the most profound ways you can be a beacon is by embodying love and compassion. The world is filled with judgment, division, and negativity. But when you choose to respond with kindness, understanding, and grace, you set an example that ripples outward. Your actions, no matter how small, can create a chain reaction of positivity and transformation. Think about the times when someone's words or actions profoundly impacted your life. Perhaps it was a teacher who believed in you when no one else did, a friend who stood by you during a difficult season, or even a stranger whose kindness brightened your day. These moments may have seemed small to them, but they were monumental to you. Now, you have the opportunity to be that person for someone else. As you continue on your journey, you'll find that defying expectations isn't just about breaking free from limitations, it's about creating a new standard. It's about showing others that there's a different way to live, one that prioritizes purpose over performance, integrity over image, and faith over fear. This new standard doesn't just benefit you, it benefits everyone around you. But being a beacon isn't without challenges. There will be moments when you doubt whether you're making a difference, times when the weight of your calling feels overwhelming. In these moments, remember that you're not walking this path alone. The same light that guides you also sustains you. Yeshua's presence is constant, offering strength and encouragement when you need it most. To remain steadfast, take time to nurture your own light. This means prioritizing practices that renew your spirit, whether it's prayer, meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature. It also means surrounding yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Community is essential for staying grounded and connected to your purpose. As you step into your role as a beacon, you'll notice that your life begins to shift. The things that once felt important, approval, status, material success, will start to fade in significance. In their place, you'll find a deeper sense of fulfillment and joy. This is the reward of living authentically and aligning with your purpose. It's not about what you achieve, it's about who you become and the impact you make. The process of defying expectations and becoming a beacon is ongoing. It's a journey of continual growth, discovery, and expansion. There will always be new challenges to face, new lessons to learn, and new opportunities to shine. But with each step forward, you'll find that the path becomes clearer, the light within you grows brighter, and the ripple effects of your journey extend even further. The light within you is more powerful than you can imagine. It doesn't just illuminate your own path, it creates a ripple effect that touches lives far beyond your immediate reach. Every action, every choice, and every moment of authenticity sends waves of influence into the world, often in ways you may never fully see. This ripple effect is the natural result of living in alignment with your purpose, and it is one of the most profound ways you can change the world. Consider the way a single pebble, dropped into still water, creates ripples that extend outward in every direction. The initial impact may seem small, but its effects are far-reaching. Similarly, the decisions you make and the light you carry may appear subtle at first, but they have the power to create transformation on a scale you might not anticipate. The ripple effect begins with you. As you step into your true identity and embrace your purpose, you naturally inspire those around you. People are drawn to authenticity, to individuals who live with courage and intention. Your light becomes a beacon, showing others what is possible and encouraging them to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery and growth. This influence isn't limited to your immediate circle. The people you inspire go on to inspire others, creating a chain reaction of impact. For example, a word of encouragement you offer to a friend might give them the confidence to pursue their dreams. Their success could then motivate someone else, and so on. The ripple effect ensures that your light continues to expand, reaching places and people you may never meet. Yeshua's life is the ultimate example of the ripple effect in action. His teachings, delivered to a small group of followers, have transformed billions of lives over centuries. His light was not confined to his time or location. It transcended boundaries, cultures, and generations. When he said, "Go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation," Mark 16:15. He was inviting his followers to continue the ripple effect he began. You are part of that legacy, carrying forward the light that has the power to change the world. One of the most powerful aspects of the ripple effect is its subtlety. Often, you won't realize the impact you're having in the moment. A kind word, a thoughtful gesture, or a simple act of generosity might seem insignificant to you, but to someone else, it could be life-changing. This is why it's so important to act with intention and integrity, even in the smallest moments. You never know who is watching or how your actions might resonate. The ripple effect also extends beyond individual interactions. It influences systems, communities, and even cultures. As more people awaken to their purpose and begin to live authentically, the collective consciousness shifts. Old paradigms of fear, division, and scarcity give way to new ways of thinking based on love, unity, and abundance. This transformation doesn't happen overnight, but each individual contribution plays a vital role in the greater plan. To fully embrace the ripple effect, you must trust that your actions matter, even when the results aren't immediately visible. This requires faith, a belief that the seeds you plant will grow, even if you never see the harvest. It's a reminder that your role isn't to control the outcome, but to act in alignment with your purpose and trust that the impact will unfold as it's meant to. It's also important to recognize that the ripple effect works both ways. Just as your light can inspire others, negativity or inaction can have a similar, though less desirable, impact. This is why self-awareness and intentionality are so crucial. The energy you bring into the world matters. When you operate from a place of fear, doubt, or resentment, those vibrations can spread just as easily as positivity. The good news is that you have the power to choose. By aligning with love, faith, and purpose, you can ensure that your ripples contribute to the greater good. One of the most beautiful aspects of the ripple effect is that it's not limited by time or space. Your actions today can create ripples that impact future generations. Think about the legacy of those who came before you, the sacrifices they made, the values they instilled, and the light they carried. Their ripples have shaped the world you live in, just as your ripples will shape the world of tomorrow. This understanding can be both humbling and empowering. It reminds you that your life is part of a much larger story, one that stretches across time and space. You are connected to those who came before you and those who will come after you. Your light is a continuation of the light they carried, and it will be carried forward by others long after you're gone. As you reflect on the ripple effect, consider how you want your light to influence the world. What values do you want to embody? What legacy do you want to leave? These questions aren't about adding pressure, but about inviting you to live with intention. When you align your actions with your higher purpose, your ripples become a force for positive change. The ripple effect also invites you to celebrate the impact you've already had. It's easy to focus on what you haven't achieved or the ways you feel you've fallen short, but take a moment to recognize the lives you've touched, the hearts you've uplifted, and the differences you've made. These are the ripples you've already created, and they are worth celebrating. As you continue on your journey, remember that the ripple effect isn't about perfection. It's about progress, about showing up each day with a willingness to shine your light and make a difference. Some days your ripples will be small, like gentle waves. Other days, they will be powerful, like a tidal surge. Both are valuable, and both contribute to the greater plan. Deep within your soul lies a sacred contract, one that was written long before you took your first breath. This contract is not a binding set of rules or obligations, but a divine agreement, a commitment between you and the Creator to fulfill a purpose that is uniquely yours. It is the foundation of your journey, the invisible thread that has guided you through every triumph, challenge, and transformation. To fully step into your role in the greater plan, you must first embrace this sacred contract and the truth it carries about your identity and calling. What does it mean to have a sacred contract? It means that your life is not random and your existence is not accidental. Every moment you've lived has been part of a grander design, intricately woven by the Creator's hand. This contract is a reminder that you are here for a reason, that the light you carry is meant to illuminate not just your path, but the paths of others. It is both a gift and a responsibility. a calling that invites you to participate in something far greater than yourself. At its core, the sacred contract is a partnership. The Creator has endowed you with gifts, talents, and opportunities, and in return, you are called to use them for a purpose that transcends personal gain. This purpose doesn't mean sacrificing your happiness or desires. Instead, it means aligning them with the higher plan for your life. When your actions, intentions, and dreams are in harmony with this divine agreement, you step into a flow that feels natural and fulfilling. Obstacles may still arise, but the certainty of your purpose gives you the strength to overcome them. One of the most beautiful aspects of your sacred contract is its connection to love. Love is the essence of the Creator's plan, and it is the driving force behind your calling. When you operate from a place of love for yourself, love for others, and love for the world, you align with the divine energy that sustains and empowers you. This love isn't merely an emotion, it's an active force, one that compels you to serve, uplift, and inspire. Yeshua's life is the ultimate example of fulfilling a sacred contract. His mission was not about seeking glory or recognition, but about serving others and spreading the transformative power of love. For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. Mark 10:45. His actions remind us that fulfilling our sacred contract often requires humility, courage, and a willingness to step outside of our comfort zones. Yet in doing so, we experience a deeper sense of purpose and connection. Your sacred contract also involves trust. Trust in the Creator's plan, trust in your own abilities, and trust in the timing of your journey. There will be moments when the path ahead seems unclear, or when challenges make you question your direction. In these times, it's essential to remember that the Creator sees the bigger picture, even when you cannot. The sacred contract isn't about having all the answers. It's about having faith that you are exactly where you need to be. As you live out your sacred contract, you'll notice that your role in the greater plan evolves. What once seemed small or insignificant becomes part of a larger mosaic, and the impact of your actions begins to ripple outward. This evolution is a natural part of the journey, a testament to your growth and the expanding influence of your light. Each step you take, no matter how small, contributes to the unfolding of the divine plan. But how do you know if you're living in alignment with your sacred contract? One way is to pay attention to the sense of peace and fulfillment that comes when you're walking in your purpose. This doesn't mean that every moment will be easy or joyful, but it does mean that you'll feel a deep resonance with your actions and choices. When you're aligned with your sacred contract, even the challenges carry a sense of meaning and direction. Another way to discern alignment is by observing the impact of your light on others. Are you inspiring, encouraging, or uplifting those around you? Are you contributing to the greater good in ways that feel authentic and meaningful? These are signs that you're living in harmony with your sacred contract. Remember, your role is not to solve every problem or fix every brokenness in the world. Instead, it's to bring your unique light to the spaces and people you're called to influence. Living out your sacred contract also requires self-care and reflection. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and fulfilling your role in the greater plan depends on your ability to nurture your own spirit. Take time to connect with the Creator through prayer, meditation, or moments of stillness. Reflect on your journey, celebrating the progress you've made, and seeking guidance for the road ahead. These practices will help you stay grounded and aligned with your purpose. It's important to remember that your sacred contract is not about perfection. You will make mistakes, face setbacks, and experience moments of doubt. But none of these diminish the significance of your role in the greater plan. The Creator's love is unconditional, and your worth is not determined by your performance. What matters is your willingness to keep moving forward, to learn from your experiences, and to recommit to your purpose each day. As you embrace your sacred contract, you'll find that your life takes on a new depth and richness. The challenges you face become opportunities for growth. The relationships you build become sources of strength, and the work you do becomes a reflection of your higher calling. You'll discover that your role in the greater plan is not about achieving a specific outcome, but about becoming the person you were created to be.